Back to Monday. Today marks the third of our 3 day reading binge in which we're diving into the three different types of heat or thermal energy transfer. So far we've talked about conduction, we've talked about convection. So remember, conduction was that touch to touch transfer of thermal energy, whereas convection would be that one that either go through a liquid or through air, and then they would bounce off and they transfer. Now today we're going to look at thermal radiation. The two big areas, though, that you probably are the most familiar with thermal radiation is when you think of like when you have a campfire or something like that. The fact that you're feeling that heat from the fire is actually a version of thermal radiation, how that energy is transferred. Today, you're also going to be looking at it through another one that we use quite a bit, and that is the sun. The idea that the Earth is heated through that radiation that is given off by the sun, and it goes through empty space, and it can hit the Earth, and that's how we get warmed up. So today, our goal is to really do a nice little recap of our third and final type of energy transfer before we start getting into some application experiences tomorrow and on Wednesday and Thursday. So just kind of a recap for where we've been. What we're going to ask you to do again, make sure that you're reading through the entire piece here. And specifically, I would like you to, again, keep watch of the video down here, especially once you get toward the end here, because it does a nice recap of giving you some like key points about this thermal or heat radiation and some of those key concepts. So by the end of today, you should be familiar with conduction, convection, and now thermal radiation. So you should have an idea of how each of those works based off of our time the last 3 days. Again, once you are done with this, again, we're going to ask you to go ahead and complete this practice session or the review practice. And then once you're done, again, just like as always, click your submit button on the top of the bar. If for some reason, again, it isn't working that great for you, remember you can always close off, re-log in through the link in Google Classroom. And once you have done that, it usually, we find, works pretty well. For some reason, every once in a while, it glitches. Otherwise, I hope you have a great Monday, and we're looking forward to another week right before Memorial Day. Have a great day, and if you have any questions, again, feel free to shoot us a message on WebEx.